So now we're more into September, October, which was like more of the same. And then in October, I applied to renew my lease with the newest company that now owned our building, and they informed me that they were going to raise the rent by like $250, and they were going to change some of the utility arrangements, and that put it like way outside of my budget, so I had to move. A lot of driving around, a lot of looking at apartments, and finding out that the housing market, I can't really speak towards like homeowners, but the rental market rates apparently had gone insanely high over the past couple of months. And I kept detailed notes of all the apartments that I looked at before I found the one that I ended up moving into, and the prices had gone up to $300. Not able to find anything close to where I was already living, and then moving further and further out to find more reasonable housing, and not able to find anything that would be available when I needed to move in. So I extended my lease by one more month to see if I could find anything else, and didn't find anything and ended up moving out. And because of my injury, I ended up hiring labor for the first time to help me move everything out of my apartment. Drove a U-Haul truck for the first time. I drove a 15-foot U-Haul truck for the first time. I have to mention that specifically because 10-foot trucks are more or less like, if you've seen a Sprinter, something like that, closer in size, but a 15-foot truck is a 15-foot truck, and like maneuvering that truck was no power steering. You're basically, it looks like you're in a 1950s movie where they go like this when they're driving, and the panel is running in the background with like city life and all that, or country roads or whatever. It was really stressful. But I made it out in one piece, didn't have any issues. Returned the truck that same night, and then stayed in the apartment for just a couple of days. So this morning I'm making some egg whites with turkey bacon because your girl's trying to be healthy, and I actually do like turkey bacon. This is the hickory smoked kind, so it has a nice flavor to it. Bacon is done. Working on these eggs. So I placed an order with No Issue for a stamp. I really like how detail of having like a stamped package or stamped packaging, and No Issue had some really good reviews, so I decided to contact them and have a manual stamp made. It seems like most of the time there are like two types of stamps. There's manual and then there's self-inking stamps. Unfortunately, it seems like for a lot of the types of self-inking stamps, they don't always have ink refills. So I went with the manual one because it was super simple and it's easy to find ink pads anywhere. So this is the mailer that it came in, which I thought was super funny, and has like instructions on how to recycle it and what it's made out of. Which I really liked. Inside the mailer is the box that has the No Issue branding printed on the top and on the front and on the bottom. And on the very top it has a little like computer icon with the No Issue website, and then their Instagram handle as well as a hashtag. This is dope. It has this really cool it has this really cool graphic inside, along with a meet your no issue stamp. Use on paper, wood, card for best results. And then how for every order you make, they'll plant a tree. And I did pick a tree in Colorado, I think. But everything has reminders on it that it's been recycled and is recyclable. This is the ink pad. And then my stamp. Everything looks so purposeful and thoughtful. I really appreciate that. There are so many stamps that look like they're not very durable. This is something that I'm going to use for years. Has like no issue on the side, but then on the bottom, there we are. Hey Red Shop, and then our Instagram and Facebook info. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. And it's made out of, it feels very sturdy, so I didn't realize I had like two separate things, so I guess you just screw this into this. Okay. Feels very sturdy. And then this says No Issue Eco Packaging Alliance. And then it has no issue and it's wrapped in some kind of plastic, I think. A really big ink stamp. This is really big, especially compared to like other ones that I've seen, like right out of Michael's or Dick's Flicks Art Supply. It's pretty good. Like size wise, this is very big. I think it's should be 2 by 2, so it's a very large. And that's one of the things that I found out when I was looking for a stamp, is that sometimes the stamp you get is too large to fit over the ink pad, so just something to think about. But overall, I'm very happy with this. The size and everything looks very clear. This is my little sketchbook, so we're gonna stamp a couple of pages here. These are some fabric swatches because I am in the middle of decorating my apartment. Oh, okay, it has like a little bit of texture to it. Okay, so give you guys, let you guys see. So the first like stamp, I would say I used medium force on the stamp to get this level of coverage. It does have a slight texture to it, kind of like a typewriter, an old-time typewriter. And then immediately making a second stamp, this is what it looks like. But otherwise, the size, I love the size of it. I love the spacing here. That's really something I was interested in, making sure there was enough space in between so that you could clearly see the symbols and everything. The font is exactly the same. So this is pretty much everything that I would want in this stamp. I got this one specifically to have the store name and then some of our social information on it. I got the 15-ounce tub of the styling cream, and then I also got more of the curl gel. I tried the curl gel before and really liked it. Styling cream I have not tried yet. Liked all of the products that I've tried so far, and I had a bunch of points on my Sephora account. Just got all the little things, did one final walkthrough. So I just finished clearing out my apartment, and I just wanted to make this recording because I'm feeling very proud and very accomplished right now, because I moved all of this stuff out on my own. It took 8 days this time. I did have help from a TaskRabbit. The first day I started moving the bigger items, not even the bigger items, but just the biggest items in my apartment. But there were still a couple of things where I could have used some extra help, mostly with the desk, taking apart that stand. But this was my apartment in Indianapolis. Super cute, very small. This is 300 square feet. And then the bathroom. You know, what it was like while I was here. Great apartment. Could have made some real improvements to like how I was living in the apartment, but while I was here, I felt safe, you know. So yeah, we check out this afternoon when I get off of work. And then dropped off the keys. Got my keys, got the garage clicker, got my key, my box key, into the red drop box. After I had the one of the leasing agents come and view the apartment and like give the okay, and that was it. So now I live way out in the country, and by country I don't just mean that it's quiet. I mean I live on a farm. I do not own this farm and I do not work on this farm, but I do live on one. There are chickens and ducks, if you haven't seen them already, dogs, and there's a bull and donkeys. There are a lot of like farmland areas out here, so it is very quiet, which I really need right now. So I am enjoying my time out here. I will say the wildlife is a bit off-putting sometimes when you're just driving to work early in the morning and there's like a herd of deer just standing in the middle of the road. It's something to get used to. And yeah, so far I really like living out here for what I need and things that I enjoy. It's super easy for me to get to nature trails, to do hiking, like serious hiking if I want to. We're not too far from like one of the major universities, so it's easy to get good food and there's always something going on. So it's been an adjustment, but overall I think it's been really good for me. The winter was crazy. I will say that the winter weather, flip-flopping by like 20 degrees. So for Thanksgiving, I have some extended relatives that I did Thanksgiving with. I didn't see them for Christmas because I was working through the holiday, but everything went really well as far as like the holiday season, the winter season, which I made it through luckily, and into the new year. So I decided to split up this time period that I've been gone from the 2021 year to the 2022. 2022 will cover January through March, maybe a little bit of April, because nothing much has changed. Just doing the commute, getting settled in, doing my own routine kind of thing. I wanted to, you know, check in with you guys and let you know I'm alive and that I'm doing well, and kind of the regular stuff that I got up to during the time when you guys didn't see me. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a wonderful day, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you next time.